Good morning. Today is February 1st, Thursday, Rabbit. And I want to talk to you today about an article which I read in The Economist. I get a paper subscription to The Economist, and when I first started the Kindle Chronicles podcast, I was all digital. I thought that digital reading was going to replace everything, but boy, I tell you, every week I get The Economist delivered to our mailbox here in Sanibel. A lot of reasons I like it. The quality of the writing. I like the fact that the articles aren't signed. And so there's this big staff based in London, and the people who write about it you never really even know who they are. It's the writing that speaks for themselves. They have great headlines. And what caught my eye in the issue which arrived yesterday was the cover story. It's called How the Border Could Cost Biden the Election. And it's called a leader. And so this is called The Border, Biden, and the Election. It's a one-page article. And I'm going to just pick some pieces of it to share with you my enthusiasm for the way The Economist covers really tough issues that generate so much conflict. So, numbers. The Economist is not afraid of numbers and uses numbers in ways that I usually don't see elsewhere. So here's a fact that starts out. In America, everyone is from somewhere else, even Native Americans, although they've been here longer than anyone. Such is the country's appeal that 160 million adults around the world say they would move here too if only they had a chance. That is many millions more than most Americans are willing to allow in. Well, I've never seen that number before. We've got, 330 million people that live in the United States, and 160 million more people living somewhere else in the world wish they could live here. So that just sort of sets the table for thinking about, well, what's going on at the border? There were more than 250,000, another number, attempts to cross the southern border in November alone. I didn't know that. And other kinds of data build the case. And the case is that there ought to be a deal between the Republicans and the Democrats that would control unlimited access across the border, or just control the numbers coming across the border, and would do things in a way that is kind of fair, that reduces the average wait time for people to figure out can they actually get asylum in the United States if they're worried about something happening in their country. Another number that was interesting was how many people are coming not just from South America, but from elsewhere. Let's see, tens of thousands now fly into the Americas from Russia, 43,000 in the year to September 2023, 42,000 from India, 24,000 from China, and then the attempt to cross the border in Mexico. Didn't know that. Headlines in The Economist are always fun, and I've written headlines when I worked in newspapers. To get a good headline is really there's an art to it, and when you get it right, it's very satisfying. So, The Economist. I don't get anything when people subscribe to The Economist, but I wanted to share that I learned something about immigration and the border by reading the leader in this week's issue, and highly recommend it. Tough issues, and I like it when there's kind of a calm approach by a writer, a journalist, a publication, to say what's going on here and what might be a way through it, as opposed to just, you have no empathy because of your position on the border and this and that. I mean, the things which normally get said to me don't help me really understand what's happening, and The Economist does. We're off to pickleball soon, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks for listening and watching.